What gives your child their sense of worth? Their grades? Their talents? How many trophies they win? How many people like them? Or something much deeper? Because one day, your child will meet people who judge them by what they achieve, how they look, or how popular they are. If that's where they find their value, they'll spend their whole life trying to earn approval they'll never fully keep. But if they know their worth, they won't have to spend their life proving it. Today, I'll share 3 powerful ways to help your child build a sense of worth that doesn't rise with success or fall with failure. And the last lesson could protect them from a lifetime of seeking validation from the wrong places. 1. Separate who they are from what they do. It's natural to celebrate your child's achievements, their good grades, their goals, their awards. But be careful not to let those achievements become their identity. Imagine a child who constantly hears, "You're our little genius. You're the best player on the team. You're the smart one." At first, those words sound encouraging. But what happens when they struggle? When someone else performs better? When they don't win? They may begin to wonder, if I'm not the smartest anymore, who am I? Instead, praise qualities that remain even when success comes and goes. Notice their honesty, their perseverance, their kindness, their curiosity. Those are qualities no one can take away. Children who know they are valued for who they are, not just what they achieve, develop a stronger, healthier sense of self. But home isn't the only place shaping your child's sense of worth. As they grow, they'll constantly compare themselves with the world around them. 2. Teach them not to measure their value against other people. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to make a child question their worth. Today, it's easier than ever. Someone else seems smarter, more talented, more popular, more successful. If children constantly compare themselves, they'll always find someone who appears to have more. Instead, teach them a different question. Not, am I better than someone else? But, am I becoming a better version of myself? That's a healthier measure of growth. Every child has different strengths, different gifts, different timing. The goal isn't to become someone else. It's to become the best version of the person they were created to be. When children stop chasing someone else's life, they finally have the freedom to build their own. And that leads us to the most important lesson of all. 3. Teach them that their worth is constant, even on their worst day. Every child will have bad days. They'll fail, make mistakes, say something they regret, face rejection. But none of those moments reduce their value as a human being. That's a lesson children need to hear again and again. Imagine your child comes home after failing an important exam. Instead of making the conversation only about the grade, remind them, "I'm disappointed that this didn't go the way you hoped. But nothing about this changes how valuable you are to this family." This doesn't excuse poor choices. It teaches children that mistakes need correction, but they never change a person's value. Children who understand this grow into adults who can admit failure without believing they are failures. They can accept correction without feeling worthless. And they can walk away from unhealthy relationships because they know they don't have to earn the right to be treated with respect. That's what knowing your worth looks like. One day, your child will enter a world that constantly tells them their value depends on what they own, how they look, what they achieve, or how many people approve of them. Before the world tells them who they should be, make sure they already know this truth. Their worth isn't something they have to earn. It's something they should never forget. Because a child who knows their worth doesn't have to spend life chasing validation. They can spend it becoming the person they were meant to be. And that's one of the greatest gifts a parent can give. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one message about self-worth you hope your child never forgets? Let's keep growing together. Click the video on your screen to learn how to raise a child who solves problems instead of avoiding them. Because children who know their worth don't run from challenges. They believe they're capable of facing them. I'll see you there.